This is the Trump Breaking News Network. Here's what's happening.
Obama admin claims ties with Kremlin are improving after Russia accuses U.S. of hostile act in Syria. By Jokin and Visser. Tensions between the U.S. and Russia increased Thursday after Russia's foreign ministry called President Barack Obama's recent decision to lift a weapon embargo on Syrian rebel groups a hostile act. The Russians said Obama's decision threatens the safety of its air force in Syria and its military personnel in general. On December 8, shortly before the fall of Aleppo, Syria's second-largest city that was retaken by the Russian-Iranian-led pro-Assad coalition, the president lifted restrictions under the U.S. Arms Export Control Act that forbids delivery of defensive supplies and services to countries that are not cooperating fully with the U.S.-led war on terror. The corresponding decision bears a direct threat to Russian Aerospace Forces aircraft, other Russian military personnel and our embassy in Syria, which has been repeatedly shelled. Therefore, we consider this step hostile, said the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs in a statement, adding that the American weapons could end up in the hands of terrorists. The Russian ministry also accused the Obama administration of attempting to complicate the situation in the world before the inauguration of President-elect Donald Trump. Trump last week showed that he, on his part, will not hesitate to confront Russian President Vladimir Putin over his belligerent behavior toward the United States if necessary. After Putin said on Thursday that Russia needed to strengthen the military potential of strategic nuclear forces, Trump responded by saying the United States will outmatch Russia by launching a new arms race. Let it be an arms race. We will outmatch them at every pass and outlast them all, Trump said during an off-air phone call with MSNBC host Mika Brzezinski. The president-elect later wrote on his Twitter account that the United States must greatly strengthen and expand its nuclear capability until such time as the world comes to its senses regarding nukes. The outgoing Obama administration, meanwhile, claims that its ties with the Russian government are improving. U.S.-Russian talks on their separate fights against the Islamic State group are improving and becoming more frequent, unnamed U.S. officials told the Associated Press. The same officials say the sides have put their different views on the Syrian war aside and now discuss ways how they can work together to defeat the Islamic State. During the discussions with their American counterparts, the Russians apparently convinced the administration that the U.S. Air Force should help the Russian-Iranian-led pro-Assad coalition retaking the ancient city of Palmyra, Tadmur. Since December 15, the U.S.-led coalition has conducted airstrikes on about 24 locations around Palmyra, destroying air defense weapons, tanks, aircraft shelters, storage bunkers and other vehicles and equipment, the AP reported. The pro-Assad coalition lost Palmyra again on December 11 when the Islamic State reconquered the ancient city that once sat on the crossroads between Syria, Canaan and Mesopotamia and was built by King Solomon. What do you think? Scroll down to comment below.
This has been the Trump Breaking News Network. Please subscribe and share to stay up to date on the latest news about our president. Be informed.